In this video we'll go over all the relevant Plunder Patrol 2-card combos, and with each subsequent combo, it will get better and better, so we'd better get started. And we'll start with the simplest 1.5 card combo, opening Golden Hair, and using a random card from our hand. So we'll begin with normal summoning Golden Hair, and since Golden Hair has 1000 or less attack, we can link her off for Almirach. Then we can use her in hand or in grave effect to special summon her by discarding one card from our hand. Do keep in mind, when using Golden Hair's effect to special summon from the grave will lock us into special summoning Plunder Patrol monsters only. Next we'll link them both into Blackbeard. Before ending our turn. Now, since we assume we've only used these 2 cards, we do not have a Plunder already in our hand. So when we use Blackbeard to tag out, we are hoping to draw into a Plunder card, in order to have the tagged in Plunder being live. Which one we go into heavily depends on our opponent's board and grave. Next up, Redbeard with Black Eyes. We'll start by normal summoning Redbeard, and similar as with Golden Hair, since his attack is 1000 or less, we are allowed to use him to link summon Almirach. With a Plunder in grave we can use Black Eyes effect to re-add Redbeard to our hand by summoning itself. When using Black Eyes' effect to special summon, we are locking into special summoning Plunder Patrol monsters only. Then we'll use both monsters on field to link summon Blackbeard. And we'll end our turn. Since we now have a Plunder monster in hand, the monster we tagged Blackbeard into at least has its effect live. The same end board can be achieved with Bluebeard and Black Eyes. And in contrary to you might think, it is best to normal summon the Bluebeard. We could use Bluebeard's discard and draw effect when we'd like to, but it is not needed. Then we'll link off Bluebeard for Almirach. Before we'll use Black Eyes effect. Next, with the 2 monsters on the field we can go into Blackbeard. Before ending our turn. Since we run the adventure engine in this build, we also have some combos utilizing those cards. Begin by activating Rite of Aramisir to summon the token and place Fateful Adventure. Then we'll normal summon the Plunder monster from our hand, which will trigger Fateful to add the Dracoback to hand. Next we'll use Fateful's effect to fetch us the Enchantress by discarding the Dracoback. Dracoback will trigger, allowing us to equip it to the token. Since we have the token on our field, we can special summon Enchantress. This is convenient as we can use Enchantress and the Plunder to link summon Blackbeard. I would only suggest this line if we're able to get or already have another Plunder in hand that we cannot use to extend. Otherwise, we need to rely on Blackbeard to draw a Plunder card with its tag out effect. Therefore, I think that the next combo using Rite is better when we have no other Plunder in hand. The first few steps are the same, activating Rite for the token, placing Fateful. Normal summon the Plunder, triggering Fateful for the Dracoback. However, instead of adding Enchantress, we'll grab the Griffin Rider with Fateful's effect. With the token on board, we can special summon the Griffin for an Omni Negate. We'll therefore forego the Plunder line, but we can still link off some low attack Plunders for Almirach for some protection. And we're almost halfway through this video, which might be a good time to tell you that our good friends at Konami may, or may not, have given me the opportunity to give away a fantastic prize. Yay! For anyone who guesses the correct card type of the hopefully soon to be released Winged Ship, meaning Fusion, Link, Synchro or Exceed, may have the opportunity to win front row seats to its release party. All you need to do is post your guess in the comments, and while you're there anyway, you might want to like and subscribe. It will help Konami know we like to see its release soon. My guess would be a Fusion Pendulum card, but what is yours? Anyway, moving on, and we'll do this by showcasing our only 2.5 card combo. Start by normal summoning Golden Hair before special summoning the Bluebeard. With Golden Hair being a tuner and both monsters being level 4, we can synchro summon the Jord. Then we'll use Jord's effect to add back the Bluebeard to our hand, putting itself in the Pendulum zone. Next we can use Jord's Pendulum effect to generate a token to both fields, and we'll choose Light as its attribute. And since we have Golden Hair in the grave, we can use her effect to special summon by discarding a card from our hand. Anyway, then we can use the token in gold to link summon Blackbeard. Before using his effect to tag out for a list and drawing a card. Now, we can use Lys's effect to special summon Blackbird from our spell/trap zone immediately, so we can use Blackbird quickly again in the opponent's turn. However, there are benefits in keeping it here, namely because when Lys negates when equipped, we'll get to add any Plunder Patrol card from our deck to our hand. This is convenient for two reasons. One, when we would be able to discard a Whitebeard, we'll get to summon Redbeard, which can tag out for a Plunder from the extra deck for additional interruption. Two, the addition from Lys will make this one live as well. And if we don't use it this turn, we can always use it as an extension for our next turn. And now we're approaching the best openers, which all utilize Whitebeard, the card we always prefer to see in our opening hand. In combination with Golden Hair, we can discard the Whitebeard to summon Gold. This will trigger Whitebeard to special summon Black Eyes from our deck, and similar with Black Eyes' effect, when using White's effect to special summon, we are locked into special summoning Plunder Patrol monsters only. 2 level 4s, one of which being a tuner, makes Jord. Then we'll use Jord's effect, re-adding the Black Eyes to our hand, putting itself in the Pendulum Zone. Next we'll use its Pendulum effect, creating again 2 light tokens, which is often our go-to anyway. This will be the best moment to use Black Eyes, adding back the Whitebeard to special summon itself. Then use the token and Black Eyes to link summon Blackbeard. Next we'll use Blackbeard's tag out effect to special summon Lys and draw us a card. Do keep in mind that we have Golden Hair in our grave, and her effect to special summon from the hand is a different instance of her effect from specialing from the grave. So we could extend with Golden Hair, but it will make this combo a 2.5 card combo. Also, I would only go for it if the remaining cards of your hand are kinda nice. Another card we want to see paired with Whitebeard is Bluebeard. So we'll normal summon the Whitebeard, allowing us to special summon Bluebeard immediately after. With White being a tuner, this allows us to synchro into Jord, triggering the Whitebeard to special summon Golden Hair from our deck. Then we'll use both our Jord effects, grabbing White from the grave and creating 2 light tokens. With Golden Hair and our token, we can then link summon Blackbeard. Before using its effect to tag out into Lys and drawing a card. This is usually our last action of the turn, but similar as before, we could use Golden Hair and Grave to extend when preferred. Then we'll end with the best 2-card combo, which heavily leans on the adventure engine. As we would like to open by using Rite of Aramisir to summon the token and placing Fateful Adventure on the field. Then we'll normal summon Whitebeard, which will trigger Fateful to add Dracaback. Next we'll use Fateful's effect, grabbing Enchantress and discarding Dracaback, which will equip itself to the token. And since we have the token on the field, we can use the Enchantress to special summon itself, before linking it off with Whitebeard into Blackbeard. This will trigger Whitebeard to special summon Golden Hair from our deck. Also, we could use Enchantress's effect, grabbing us another Rite by banishing herself, but I forgot to do that here. Then we'll use the token and Golden Hair to synchro into Jord, before using Jord shenanigans to grab White and create 2 light tokens. Now we can use Blackbeard's effect to tag into Lys, drawing us a card in the process. And again, we could have used Golden Hair to extend our plays, even keeping us within the 2 cards window if we would have grabbed the Rite with Enchantress immediately. But perhaps it is better to discard a different card for follow-up. The world is your oyster. And that rounds up all 9 relevant 2-ish card combos we can perform with this deck. I know there are some Plunder combinations we haven't showcased, so if you want to see those, let me know in the comments. Also, for a more detailed deck list you can check the description, and lastly, do not forget to guess the next ship's card type. And I wouldn't mind you liking and subscribing, of course. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you need anything else to watch, let the YouTube algorithm introduce you to some videos that are put on your screen about now. Happy viewing!